Kia ora. You may remember me. I was a pro rugby player for 16 years and played 71 tests for the All Blacks. I love rugby. But at the heart of it, I'm just a Māori boy who loves Aotearoa and the outdoors.
I'm on the board! Yeah, right.
We're spoiled for choice, really.
Oh, it's a little panty. Oh.
Diving, hunting, fishing, and foraging about the place. It's me.
Yum! No more luck, bro. I'll end up in the drink.
Nah, you'll be right, mate.
Oh.
In this series, I'll take you on the road as we meet hearty, local characters.
You can't give yourself a nickname, mate.
Will guide me through what they do best in some of the most beautiful parts of Aotearoa.
Welcome back anytime, brother.
Kia ora, that's what I was waiting for. This is Piri's Tiki Talk. I tēnei wiki, I'm headed to the sun-soaked beaches of Whangarei to meet an expert kayak fisherman
I'm scared I might fall in, cuz.
Well, if that happens, I'll come and save you.
who's going to help me try and beat my bad luck catching fish.
Look at my mean fish, G.
Ka tahi au ka pakanga tahi te toa Waka Ama o Aotearoa I tōna kāinga ake. Too easy.
Oh.
I tēnei rā, e haere ana ki Taihuru Bay, a pristine white sand beach half an hour from central Whangarei. The bay is renowned for its abundance of sea life and crystal clear waters. E tūtaki ana ia Jason, a kayak fishing master,
Kia ora, cuz.
Oh, kia ora.
who I'm hoping can teach me some tricks of his trade.
So what's our plan of attack for today, brother?
Today we're just going to head out here. Sun's a bit up, so the fish will start moving out a bit deeper. For mahi, I'm a tackle specialist. I'm out there in the field, testing our gear, improving it, which I wouldn't call it work actually. It's just, yeah, something I love doing. Come down here quite often. I do bring the odd kids down here to play in the water, so it's a really nice, quiet little location, yeah.
How far are we going to paddle out?
We'll start just in front of those islands, but I'm picking we'll end up a bit further out, probably in 500 metres or K out.
Sorry?
Yeah, about a K.
Well, I was pretty scared actually because I've never been on a kayak fishing ever.
I'm scared I might fall in, cuz.
Well, if that happens, I'll come and save you.
Oh, I'll be happy with that. Well, you might as well give me a rundown on that contraption over there and make sure that I don't fall out.
Okay, so we have a tackle pot here. It's equipped with all your tackle, your pliers, your knife, your sounder. Oh, this is the selfie stick holder?
But you taking selfies
I
of
put that
yourself?
on there personally for you. Today, target species, snapper.
What's the legal size for a snapper?
The legal limit is 30. On my kayak, 45.
45, eh?
Snapper, otherwise known as tāmure, are the most popular recreational fish in Aotearoa and widely regarded as our best eating fish. They inhabit most of New Zealand's coastline, where they feast on over 100 other species of kai moana, including crayfish and crabs, who they crush with their powerful teeth. I don't exactly have the best track record when it comes to fishing, so I better get some quick tuition from the resident expert.
Are we throwing or are we just dropping?
What we've got to do is cast ahead of our drift. So as it sinks, we're moving towards it. So as it goes down, we're moving towards it, and we should be hooking up fish by the time it hits the bottom. Pretty easy.
Sounds pretty easy.
Yeah.
Mine?
Yep, that's your one, mate.
The coast here is bloody beautiful. E āhua a mai ana ahau, engari e hikaka ana kia puta ki te moana.
So where are we paddling to right now?
Towards Nangaru Coast, just along the coastline here. So the conditions this morning, absolutely stunning. The water is just absolutely glass, it's clear, feel really good about it.
As it turns out, fishing kayaks are usually a bit wider to increase stability, so I'm surprised how good this one feels. Although, that might change when my pippies are reeling in the big snapper.
No my luck, bro. I'll end up in the drink.
Nah, you'll be right, mate.
It almost goes without saying, but here it is. Take a waterproof form of communication with you in case it all turns to custard. A handheld VHF radio does the trick.
So just cast directly in front of you. Not over me.
You said directly in front of me. My bad.
Just put it on gear and just let it sink a little bit. trying to imitate a wounded baitfish,
Yeah.
sinking to the bottom, and usually a predator fish will have a strike at it. Easy meal for them.
You can tell that he really loves it, he's real passionate about it.
My passion has been fishing for a long time. I find peace in it, you know. Everything's quiet, no one's disturbing you, and yeah, it's so quiet and you're more tuned to nature, you know, because everything's so quiet and still. Yeah, I was brought up on the kaipara. Mum and Dad were always away working, so my grandparents pretty much brought me up. My grandfather used to go down to the beach and we used to push the punt out and set the net. That's when I started liking fishing. As I grew up, a passion just to stay there, and I'd always pull a sickie from school to go fishing. Kayaking started when the price of fuel went up. I thought, wow, it's getting a bit expensive to get out there just to go get a kayak, bring home, feed the family. So I decided to sell the boat and look for other means of doing what I wanted to do.
It's quiet out here on the Moana, and as yet, there's been little action.
Oh, geez.
Little action for me, that is.
Feels like a snapper, mate. Yep, we've got colour. Kamuri!
I'm not giving up, though.
We're not starving tonight. That was quite a relief, actually. So, a bit of yahooing going on. Well, bro, ka pai, mate. On the board. We're on the board now. Nice little penny. Oop. You know, if we're catching like 10, 15 pounders, they're the best ones for the pan, yeah.
I better get my rod back in the water if I'm going to get on the board with Jace. It takes another 20 minutes, and it's my turn. Or is it?
First catch of the day. Seaweed. Love it.
The fish just weren't biting.
All I'm getting is baked from the sun.
Last cast, mate. We've got to do it this time.
No pressure.
Jason tells me that on sunny days the fish go deep, so I'm running close to the bottom, 15 meters down, and running out of time.
Looks like our mate Piri's just hooked up. Hopefully he can hold on to it.
Looks like my luck's finally changing. I'm in Whangarei with kayak fishing expert Jason.
I'm scared I might fall in, cuz.
Well, if that happens, I'll come and save you.
He's taking me out on the prow for snapper.
Yep, we've got colour.
Wa hopu ke te tahi ika e Jace,
Nice little penny. Oop.
and I've just had a bite. With any luck, I'm about to redeem my record on the fishing front.
Looks like our mate Piri's just hooked up. Hopefully he can hold on to it.
Just got me a fish. Hey! I've had a few terrible moments in my fishing time, and I'm just glad that I finally landed something. Look at my mean fish, G. Look how massive it is.
Well done, mate.
We got one. It was like about that big, if that. But I was just happy to get it on the board, eh? Even if it was small.
This fella's well shy of legal size. Nō reira, me whakahoki atu ki te wai.
Finally got one.
Full our gear in, eh? By then the wind had got up and it sort of made it difficult for the fishing. We decided to move.
Give you a race. It's not fair. You've been doing this for how many years?
Sometimes being an expert means knowing when things aren't going your way and having a plan B for when that happens. Lucky for me, Jace has a plan B that's right up my alley. We've made our way to Bream Bay and hit the water to see if we can score a quota of fat, juicy scallops. We've only been here for 10 minutes and Jace has already spotted some big scollies there for the taking. The water here is so crystal clear, I can see right to the sea floor from the surface. He paparahi, he onioni te takutai nei. Ko uihia katoatia e te anga. These are all good signs for finding plenty of mature scallops. Most of the scollies have buried themselves under the sand to hide from predators like starfish and octopus. Unlucky for them, this predator can still make out their outline. Scallops, or tipa, swim by rapidly opening and closing their shell using their strong and delicious internal muscle.
There were heaps of scallops there. It was just sorting out the small ones from the big ones.
The limits for scallops vary throughout Aotearoa. Here, the minimum size is 100 millimeters across, and the quota is 20 per diver per day.
Some of them are a bit undersized, but you can just see that they're going to be on next year.
Diving a little deeper, I really hit the jackpot.
Managed to pick them up in like 5 and 6s.
At that rate, it doesn't take us long to fill up our catch bag and get our quota.
Yeah, while we were unsuccessful on the fishing front, I knew we'd pull something out of there.
What a day. I certainly didn't break any fishing records, but I learned a lot from Jace. Snuck in a dive, and we came away with a mean feed. Mean! He rā hau tēnei, and I'm heading northeast to a spot on the Tutukaka coast. Kowharewa Bay is a calm inner harbour perfect for water sports, which is pretty handy because I'm about to try my hand in outrigger canoe racing. Waka Ama.
Hey, tēnā koe, Piri, tēnā koe. Tēnā koe.
Well, it looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it is today. This is where we do all our Waka Ama training over the summer. This place is packed with our kids. I'm a pauako at Te Ep5. We're the only charter school in Whangarei at the moment. I teach te reo Māori, Waka Ama, teach Māori performing arts in our senior levels. And yeah, just enjoy being with our kids.
How long have you been paddling for?
I've been involved in Waka Ama for about 17 years now. My father-in-law, he got us started in Waka Ama.
So it's a bit of a fun thing for the whānau?
We train hard together, but we also love to have heaps of fun together too. We have 4 mokopuna now, so we're coaching them at the moment. It's got to be all about fun for our mokopuna, so yeah. It's a hauora for our family, just changing the way we do things. So we're very grateful to my father-in-law for introducing us into, the sport of Waka Ama back in the day. He's 70 next year. Our mokopuna, they're 8 this year, so it is definitely a whānau-orientated sport. We got some nice surprises planned for you today too, brother. Hey, one of the boys, he's the current 250-metre New Zealand champ in the singles, so we thought we might see how you go against him, have a bit of a race.
Well, I'm probably going to get smoked.
Oh,
so I'm just going to have to come up with some strategies to put him off.
Yeah. Just flip his waka on the way out. Jamil, he's got the tips for you. He'll get you into it. Awesome.
Traditional Waka Ama were made from tōtara, as the natural oil in the wood prevented them from splitting or rotting. These qualities and the overall sturdiness of Aotearoa's native timbers meant single-hulled waka could now float without the help of outriggers, and Waka Ama slowly disappeared. In the 1980s, Māori visiting other Pacific islands rediscovered Waka Ama as an exciting sport and brought it back to Aotearoa with them. I ēnei rā, kua hangaia nā Waka Ama ki te fiberglass kia tere ake I runga I te wai. Well, I guess I better find out if I'm even going to be able to compete against a seasoned paddler such as Jamil. We've got to race you, apparently.
Yeah. Started from my papa, my grandfather, about 18 years ago now. And yeah, he's been paddling since and haven't stopped. Got a taste of winning my first gold. You know, kept going and started winning all the intermediate races too. And then finally got to the New Zealand men's premier teams and then got gold and bronze for the world champs.
When the bro said that we were going to have a bit of a race, I was like, yeah. I think I'm being stitched up by the whānau.
Right.
Out of a race with you and the old man, who will win?
Oh, yeah.
He looks pretty bloody solid, babe.
He had his days, but...
I should probably get a quick lesson in before Ralph comes over and clips us around the ears.
See a technique to it, bro?
So use your top hand on the tee, straight up and down, that to the side. And just stroking pretty much like that, bro. Yeah. That's the best way, bro, just for your guideline. So when you want to change too, bro, best way to do it is grab your hand underneath and you slide that thumb up to change. So there's 3 movements. You go 1 underneath, 2 on top.
Before you just said slide.
yeah, sorry. I jumped again. And then 3 in the water. That's your crash course, bro.
Tries to crash on the bloody water. Oh, well said, bro.
I mean,
might as well go and chuck these in the water.
check. Solid.
Go that way, bro. Come on, Gino.
Nice to see Jamil's invited half his whānau out on the water to have a crack at me. As well as Ralph, Jamil's brother and sister-in-law have paddled out for the race too.
Start paddling on your left side first, bro, to get a good feel. Use your rudder to change the direction.
In this rudder's puckaroo, cuz it's going to the right when I want it, pointing it to the left.
It'll slowly come around, bro. Just got to put a bit more kaha in. Yeah, that's on, bro. So yeah, no, he's not looking too bad. Thought he had a bit of natural stroke, so nah, it was pretty good, man. Then when you feel comfortable, you can change sides. Change sides on your right.
Yeah, I got this. Plenty of kaha in there now, cuss.
Oh. Gee.
Yeah, you guys keep on laughing. Don't help or anything.
Bloody 100 metres and I'm out.
Not even 100 metres, I think about 20 metres.
Shut up. Bloody... If I made it to the boys, I'm sure that's about 100 metres. But, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't that far. I needed a dip anyway.
Doing all good, bro?
Oh, yeah, cuz.
You want to keep having a little cruise around?
Can we just pedal around for a little bit longer, please?
Do the mahi, eh? Do the mahi.
Well, I guess it's a no then.
Going from orange buoy to the white pole.
Here goes nothing.
Ready?
I tēnei wiki ke whangarei ahau e whakamātau ana I te Waka Ama.
That's your crash course, bro.
Tries to crash on the bloody water.
I'm not quite an expert yet. And I'm about to take on a New Zealand sprint champ. No pressure, eh, cuz?
Ready? Go!
photo finish?
I stayed in the boat. I was
Oh.
happy about that, but I was probably 3 metres behind him. Oh, hang on, he had a couple of zeros. Probably about 300 metres behind him.
Are you able to change sides now?
How about I shift to the left, eh?
Oh, one more, eh? One more for the road.
Oh, come on.
Ready, and go. It's pretty hard when you're paddling individually. You gotta focus on a lot of things, like in terms of the wind, what way is the swell going, and then you also gotta pace yourself too and really concentrate on how fast the water's going, how fast the blade's going, so you gotta connect all those with your body and connecting your shoulders, arms and legs all together. I guess the enjoyment, you know, being with your whānau, it's like a real whānau-orientated sport, and you meet a lot of great people too in the sport. Yeah, that's probably why I do it. Nice, bro. Go, 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 go.
Don't worry about the photo finish on that one, whānaks. Yeah, that's something I'm not good at.
Cheers, brother. How you feeling? How's the arms?
Dead, cuzzy.
Hey, that's our warm-up.
Hey,
Hey.
kāre out there.
Solid, mahi. So you can see the power, bro. See those shoulders working and so on.
Jamil's a toned athlete over there. I think he said he at least paddles 20 Ks a day. Hell, don't even remember the last time I ran 20K.
We'll head in, eh?
All right.
See?
It's been a mean day out here on the water with Ralph, Jamil and their whānau. Even if I did end up having a couple of dips in the moana, I was hot. I'm keen for a rematch, so you better watch out, Jamil. I'm coming for you next time I'm up here, kids.
Almost got there.
Yeah, nah. Who am I kidding? I've got one more stop to make before my time in Whangarei ends. And after all that physical mahi, e mate kai ana aho. So I've been invited back to Jace's party. Go up there and have a bit of a hakari with him and his whānau. Oh, well, cuz. Hakari time?
Hakari time.
What's on our menu, brother?
Right here, we got our smoked fish.
Was that little one that I threw away?
Nah.
Oh, damn it.
So we got some scallops here. We've got some oysters. We've got fry bean, mate.
Oh, sounds good to me, cuz. Yeah, nah, she's looking healthy, that spread.
And some smoked hangi.
I don't know where they got the hangis from, geez. But I'll tell you what, man's not gonna starve for sure there. It's easy to forget sometimes that it's often the simplest things in life that are the most valuable. Good friends, whānau, and of course good kai are the things we need to stay grounded and fulfilled in our lives. He aroha whakatō, he aroha puta mai. The beautiful coast, genuine people, and delicious seafood of Whangarei are already calling me back. E mohio pū ana ka hoki mai ahau ki konei.
He mea tautoko.
Toko nā te maanga.
Kai pāho.